Did I wake you? And you're so peaceful when you sleep. In fact, sleeping snow is my favorite snow.
What do you want?
Do you remember your 15th birthday? You wanted a pony. Your father bought one. A miniature horse, really. Tiny as a dog. And he had a trainer work with it for half a year. And then he brought you to the stables, to this sweet little horse. And when you went to it, it did as it had been trained and bowed its head. Another loyal subject eager to honor you. Oh, I've never seen such delight as I did on your face when that tiny horse bowed to you. This is my perfect day, you said. Your father always made sure you got what you wanted. Plus a little bit more. Well, now I want what I've always wanted. Your heart in my hand. And since your husband has half your heart, I get that too. You see, that's a little bit more. That'll make today my perfect day.
Wow, I really enjoyed that. A lot more than I thought I was going to. I have a lot of faith in Heartless. I think it's actually going to be a really fantastic episode. I know I have said this many times. I think the idea of Snow White versus the Evil Queen is relatively redundant, and it's not a storyline I'm really looking forward to. But the approach, that is awesome. Lana Parrilla is so getting into being the Evil Queen. It's so refreshing, and it's so much fun. And it's even weird to say refreshing because we've seen her be the Evil Queen so many times. But there's something about the Evil Queen Serum that I absolutely love, and I cannot wait to see her at least attempt to take away Snow White's heart from herself and from Prince Charming / David. I just really can't wait to see her approach to this. Obviously, I don't think it's going to work because I have a feeling that Jennifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas are going to be alive for a long time on the show. But just to see the Evil Queen's method, it's spectacular. This scene reminded me of a horror movie, in all honesty. I'm not a fan of horror. I really do not like horror movies at all. I like thrillers, I like Jurassic Park, I like Jaws, but you'll never catch me watching a Saw or a Scream, anything like that, any horror. Like the last horror movies that have come out recently, I would never watch them because I just don't do well with that. But the setup here, it's different, it's nuanced, and it's fantastic. The cinematography of this season is so well done. I absolutely love it. Whoever Once Upon a Time hired, or whoever has been working on it in the past and decided to change up the way they were doing it to make it fresh, it's working so well. Just the lighting, the visuals from when Snow White woke up to when the Evil Queen just came in front of her like this, and Snow was like, oh. I thought it was so well done. Directing, writing, and this episode, I believe, is written by Jane Espenson, which is hysterical because she's one of my least favorite writers on the staff. I think she has a very strong approach to one side of a story, but I always feel that, either the flashback or the present day always tends to falter. And I'm guessing the flashback in this episode, because it seems like it's going to be snowing based, is going to be kind of boring and not super plot driven, or it'll slow down what we want to see in the present. Well, the present day storyline is going to be intense because the scene with Zelina and Regina was fantastic, and this scene was also very fantastic. So I love how the Evil Queen said sleeping snow is the best snow. I thought that was absolutely a beautiful line. Just great delivery. Everything was so well done. It's very creepy. It's very intense. The Evil Queen's going after Snow White. I mean, that's really the essence of this sneak peek. She's going to go after David, and it's really interesting. I just love it. I really love it. And I guess what I mean by interesting is when if Snow White heart is pulled out of her body, and then, I'm wondering if it's pulled out of Snow's heart, Snow's body, will David's heart stop, or she's going to have to pull, Snow's out of David's, because technically David is sharing her heart. So whatever happens, if she gets both, I feel like David's going to die right away because he's dependent on Snow having hers. It's like interesting concept. I'm actually very curious to see what will happen here. I'm really, really hoping that they don't die, even though I think the charming should be reduced to supporting as opposed to main. I still want them on the show. I don't want any of our main characters to die. Do not die, Emma or Regina especially. Henry can die. Well, kidding, but not really. He should be supporting too. He should not be major. Anyway, point being is, I'm really curious to see what the approach will be. Now, Regina, I believe in season 3, was able to cast a spell on Henry in order to protect his heart from ever being taken. So I'm actually curious if Regina can do the same thing to Charming and Snow White in order to block the Evil Queen from taking their hearts. Because it's, I mean, a spell exists to stop the taking of it, so maybe that'll be a solution to the problem. It's kind of simple, but it very much could work. I mean, overall, the sneak peek is very simple in its message, but very powerful in the way that it's put out. The ambiance of the music, the ambiance of the setting, so fantastic. I loved it. I thought it was an absolutely stunning sneak peek. I'm actually really happy they didn't give us anything from the flashback, because I really feel if I saw a snowing flashback, I'd be like, really? Because we know they're in love. Anyway, I'm really curious what you guys have to say about the sneak peek. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I really hope that you like it. Last thing I want to quickly note is, you know, during the course of Once Upon a Time Season 1 and Season 2, but mostly in Season 1 in the flashbacks, the Evil Queen was after Snow White for the death of Daniel. It seems that she's just after Snow White just to kill her. So I think that's also very interesting. There's no Daniel references. The Evil Queen Serum is Regina's inner darkness. She just wants to kill Snow White because that's her goal. And if you guys are fans of the live-action Snow White and the Huntsman movie, if you remember Queen Ravenna, played by Charlize Theron, who is a fantastic evil queen, she went after Snow White's heart in that movie, and now the Evil Queen is going after Snow White's heart here. So I thought that was a very interesting idea. Instead of poisoning her with an apple to put her to sleep, it's hearts to kill our main princess. You know, Disney announced that they're making a live-action Snow White, and I have to say, why? I mean, we've had a live-action Snow White for over 6 years. There's no reason to give us a live-action Snow White film. We know Jennifer Goodwin is a perfect Snow White. Lana Parrilla is a perfect Evil Queen. Disney does not need a live-action Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because we have it right here on Once Upon a Time. That's like the one thing I would not need. It's like the unnecessary live-action fairy tale adaptation. Anyway, I am done with this review. I thought it was an absolutely stunning sneak peek. Really enjoyed everything that came about with it. I'm really curious what you guys have to say, so please share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Also, I think a lot of you said do a live stream, but just to double check, do you still want me to do a live stream or an edited review on Sunday after the episode ends? If I do a live stream, I'll do it right around 9:10. If I have to do an edited review, I won't get that up till about 9:30, so please share your thoughts in the comments below. All right, guys.